Okay, you guys, so here's another awesome video for you. Perfectionism. It's also about precision versus pickiness, or what you would call perfectionism, which is tinkering until you are dead because you never finish any of your artworks. And even when you actually finish, you finish just because you had a deadline, or you got bored of it and you still don't like it because you would still tinker things, but the deadline is gone, or you are bored and you don't want to draw it anymore because you don't like it anyway. You're like, oh, that's crap, and I'm not gonna actually even use that. So this is a thing that keeps happening in artist world, right? Who is guilty of this? Okay, I am an ex-perfectionist, so I can tell you that I've been there, trying to tinker all the small little details that don't matter. Here's just a super tiny fast tip from the beginning, telling you that take care of the details that do matter. Not all of them matter. And sometimes, like very literally speaking now, in an artwork, if there are too many details, it can actually damage the flow of the artwork, because detail, even in real life, when you look at something, the things that you are not focusing on are blurry, they lose detail. So having detail in everything, everywhere, is actually damaging an artwork, and it's not leading the viewer to see the artwork as it should be, in its all glory, with things that are more in focus and things are less in focus. Okay, this was just a short tip, a practical one. Now I want to get more into the energetics behind it. So first of all, this what's the word? Perfectionism. This perfectionism thing is a fucking disease, especially in the art world, but actually no, in all the world, seriously. And people used to do this because they think that it's a good thing to be a perfectionist. They think that being a perfectionist is gonna help them see things that others don't see and make things look better, and they are even critiquing themselves. I've talked about this in another video, how you feel that if you critique yourself, if you criticize, better yet said, if you criticize your artwork and you see the downfalls and the bad side, you are going to improve. No, that's not true. On an energetic level, it's not true at all. You are just belittling yourself, and the energy that goes into your artwork is of crap, and this is not good enough ever. And that's how it's gonna be, and that's how other people are gonna see it. So perfectionism is not actually helping you in any way. It's actually damaging you. And here's what perfectionism actually is. Let me see if I actually wrote the same thing. Okay. It is a lie and it's shadow. We've established that. But how is it? So what's the logic behind it? The energetic logic, if I can say that. It's you are basically afraid of saying that this artwork is done and to be criticized on it. It's easier to take criticism if you're not serious about it, or it's not done. If someone says, oh, this is crap, or this should be, oh, it's actually not done. When you say that this is done and you love your artwork and this is amazing, when you get criticized, it's like a fucking punch in the face. That's why artists are so afraid to say that this masterpiece is fucking done. I don't care what you think. If I say it's done, it's done. If I say that it's wonderful, it is fucking wonderful. I don't care what you say. I determine the quality of my artwork, not you. And because of this fear, because artists have very low self-esteem, that's the truth. That's just the fucking truth. And if you want to change that, talk to me. Seriously. Because of that fear of being criticized on something that they feel like it's done, they never finish and they always tweak here and there. Now, the reality of it is a paradox is coming, like all the juicy stuff in life. One side of the paradox is perfect does not exist. The other side is perfect is always there. So let me explain. Perfect does not fucking exist in the way you think or you want it to exist. Perfectionists think that they can tinker and adjust and so on an artwork until it reaches a state of perfection, like there is nothing to be done anymore. Now, perfect and perfect artwork, even if you think it's perfect, others do not see it the same. So it's very subjective. So it's never gonna be an absolute perfect, because if you think that it's perfect, others will not. It doesn't necessarily mean that others will see it as perfect. That's a fact. There are people that think that Brad Pitt doesn't look good. So believe me, it's very subjective. Now, the other thing is, even if you think this artwork is perfect right now, even you won't think tomorrow that this artwork is perfect anymore. Why? Because we fucking change. That is evolution. That is life. That is actually so normal to change and to evolve each and every moment, not day, moment. And that's why perfectionists have a really hard time letting go. You're supposed to do what you do, finish it, and let it go, and move on. But they don't want to let go. So this is the part where I talked about how perfection is a myth. But in the same time, perfection exists. And here is what I mean by that. When you are in fucking control of you, your life, your talent, your skill, your style, your expression, your energy, when you are in control of that, you know it's more than just confidence. It's a knowingness that whatever you do, every brushstroke or the equivalent of a brushstroke in any other craft that might be your craft, any brushstroke is at the perfect place and at the perfect time. You know that whatever artwork you put out there, it's perfect exactly how it is. You trust it. You trust yourself. Do you think this video is perfect? No. And in the same time, yes. I know it is. I know that I'm saying exactly the things that I'm supposed to be saying in this video. Does that make sense? That's where you have to be. That's what you have to reach. It's not something that you can force. It's something that you reach when you start trusting yourself. And you understand that you decide in life, in artwork. You decide, and it's coming from within. And if you want to learn more and actually practice being led by your talent as the true expression of yourself, come and join me in my free Facebook group, Talent is Your Mistress. And that's where I talk more about the energetics behind talent in general. And it can be specific to your craft. When you're there, you can have access to me, where I can guide you more specifically. And that's where I can show you how to be in control and how to, it's a completely different perspective on drawing and talent in general, as I was saying. And you are at the center of it. You are the one in command. It's fucking fascinating. And if you don't want to settle anymore and you want to expand, come join me there. Or if you want to go even further than that, contact me to work with me one-on-one. Okay, you guys. Bye.